What's up? Are you here to debate?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Can I just get your name, age, and pronouns?
My name is James. I am 19.
And your
I
pronouns?
am he.
All right, James, what are you here to debate today?
Um, I guess debating about the pro-choice, more conversation than debate. I guess is that okay?
I mean, I'd prefer a debate, but sure, whatever.
Okay. Why are you pro-choice?
Because I don't believe that sentient humans are obligated to provide any of the necessary resources for non-sentient creatures to live.
So, sentient. So you believe that a fetus should have consciousness for it to have value?
No, I believe that any creature should have sentience in order to receive moral consideration. I don't care about consciousness. I care about sentience.
Okay. Then maybe I'm confused. What is sentience?
Subjective experience, so the ability to experience and to interpolate that experience in some kind of relevant way in the mind.
Okay. What about coma patients?
Coma patients are sentient. Oftentimes, coma patients will be able to tell you about dreams they had, plus they can recite conversations had in the room with them. So coma patients are sentience. Sometimes their sentience might be paused, but like once you have the capacity for sentience, I don't remove your moral consideration until sentience is permanently gone.
And so it's gone when you're like brain dead, when you're
Yeah, brain death would be
or
the
just
complete. Yeah, brain death or yeah, regular death too. But the only reason regular death kills you is because your brain stops working. But yeah, brain death would be the complete loss of sentience, and at that point, I no longer provide moral consideration to the body.
sorry, you're cutting out. I didn't hear the last part.
I said once you have permanent brain death, I no longer provide you moral consideration because you're gone. You're brain dead. You're not sentient anymore.
Okay. Okay. So when do you think that a fetus would have sentience
24 weeks.
in the womb? 24 weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
So then it can have a subjective.
yeah, and then at 24 weeks, I think the only type of abortions you should have are like non-lethal abortions. So like abortions that would remove the fetus without killing it, unless there is a medical reason. Then I would say prioritize the life of the mother because she was here first. Unless she says,
Okay.
prioritize the life of the fetus, then I would go on whatever her choice is.
Okay. So a non-lethal abortion would just be early delivery then.
Yeah, like induction abortions and hysterectomy abortions can both be done non-lethally.
Okay. What about if somebody just refused your claim that sentience should matter, should have any value? What if a woman says no? Do you choose the lethal way to kill a fetus past 24 weeks?
Well, no, I don't. I don't really care if she rejects it, right? I would say she doesn't get to decide whether a sentient creature lives or dies, right? Especially when we can remove it without killing it. I would say that she gets to decide to end the rights violation, which would be the fetus inside of her body, but she can't decide how that rights violation is ended. Like as long as that rights violation is ended, then her claim over the fetus is gone.
Okay, so would you say that the 14th Amendment would defend the rights of the sentient being in the womb at past 24 weeks and at 24 weeks?
The 14th Amendment is
Okay, so
citizenship.
let me just sorry, let me rephrase it. Would it be just considered a legal human being?
It can be a human being at conception. It is a human being at conception. It just doesn't have personhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not interested. Like first of all, I probably wouldn't make any legal law against this. I would just say doctors should opt for this as like a standard, right? We don't see many post third trimester abortions anyway, and the bulk of those are usually for medical reasons. So I would just say doctors doctors ought do non-lethal abortions after a specific time frame, unless the person who's pregnant can't handle it, in which because of some medical condition, then I say it would be up to them to decide. But I think it should just be that like this is like a standard. I guess that's like hospital policy more than like legislative law.
Yeah, I guess I'm just a little confused. Sorry about why you would just value that instead of just the fetus being a human being.
Because I don't. Why should I value humans just because they're humans?
I guess just because I mean I would say that the whole point of just protecting someone would just be because they're human rather
What?
than
Sure. Why do we
a
need to
measure something
protect?
that we draw up.
Yeah. Why do we need to protect people? Sorry, there's a bit of a lag between us, but yeah. Why do we need to protect people?
Oh, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. There's just a lag. Like when I talk, it takes a while to get to you.
Yeah, I guess that's where I'm confused. I guess I am confused myself. I don't know why we would value just for a human being just to be a human being.
Yeah, like to me, when I
Some would
look at
say
it,
that
when I look at it, when it comes to like what we need to protect, it would be that sentient experience. Because now that you're sentient, you can experience harm. Prior to that, you can't experience harm. Like I don't think we need to protect trees because we'll hurt a tree if we cut a tree down. Right? I would say the only reason to protect a tree is because the ecosystem in which it engages in and how it keeps sentient creatures alive. Right? Like when that's the way I look at it when I'm viewing sentience versus like just some form of human essentialism, which is like protect it because it's human. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I understand that part, but wouldn't it matter because it also has the potential to have consciousness?
Yeah, but potential doesn't matter to me because what I look at is what the creature is currently. If we start at treating things like if we start treating things with potential, we're going to be saying that we should be treating things like they will be in the future. So like I should be able to give a 5-year-old alcohol because they one day will have the potential to be 21. Or I should like I want to, especially if we're talking about how we engage in rights with already sentient creatures. I'm going to value the creature
Mhm.
that's already sentient way more than I value the creature that might be sentient one day.
I feel like I don't see the connection there where it's just like you could say that oh a 5-year-old doesn't get these rights that are different from uh protection of life. If that does that make sense?
Yeah, but
Like I
I'm
feel
not
like
really in the I'm not in the brand of protecting life, quote unquote. I'm in the brand of protecting sentient life because life in and of itself doesn't really have any
Mhm.
value in my opinion, right? Sentient life has all the value. So like I'll chop my grass and I'm killing life. I don't care, right? What's why would I care about killing something that can't experience any harm? There's nothing negative happening by killing it.
Yeah, that's what I hear, and I'm a little troubled because it's like even if someone doesn't feel harm, doesn't necessarily mean that we need to kill he or she.
Well, the distinction here would be you think it's a someone and I don't. I don't think you can be a someone until you can start experience. I think before that you're just a body. Like
Mhm.
here, let me like if somebody is brain dead, do you have an issue pulling the plug? Because I sure don't.
I wouldn't have an issue pulling the plug if I knew that they were going to have consciousness in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
No, but if they've never had it before, why are you valuing when it isn't there yet? I guess is my question.
I guess to the point where you said that you disagree about the whole point that there's the potentiality that they can.
Yeah, but why do you value the potential?
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's something you'd have to look and try to figure out, right? Like
Yeah.
why is some hypothetical thing that they may have because it's always a may or a might. Potential is just trying to
Mhm.
predict the future. And if we're saying potential is important, now it becomes an even weirder game because when does the
Mhm.
potential for human life technically start? I would say the
Mhm.
potential for human life, we can push it back as far as we want because a fetus only has the potential if the right environment is enforced upon it, right? A fetus, that
Mhm.
potential disappears if that fetus is out of the womb, so it needs
Right.
the right external actors pushing on it in order for it to that potential to arise. I can say the same thing about sperm with the right
Mhm.
external factors will become sentient
Mhm.
one day.
Hmm.
I could go a man and a woman going on a date with the right external factors have the potential for human life, right? Like it's just this is the problem
Mhm.
with potential. Potential is a weird line because where do you take it back and how far can it go?
Okay. Okay. Well, I know you wanted to have a debate, so I probably won't waste more of your time. But thanks for answering my questions.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Have a good
You
day.
have a good one.